Guys, Rolando here from Team Elite of Each. Today we got Mr.
Oh, I'm Alex. Hi, I've been here before.
Yes, you have. And what did you do this weekend?
I got top 16 at the most recent regional we did. It was the Houston regional. I got 13th. We went X2 out of 9 rounds. It was a lot of fun. We played a lot of good players. I played with some of your own members of your own team. It's very hot, but it was very worth. I got my first in-person invite since COVID, so it was cool.
Nice. And tell me a little bit about your matchups.
So we played a lot of like ABC Therion. Therion in general was like very rampant. A lot of Sword Soul players. We played like 2 of the mirrors. I didn't really see a lot of Eldritch. I was very fortunate where I didn't play a single Eldritch or a single like Flenderies player, which kind of made like one of like my side decks for them completely useless. But overall, it was very good. There's a lot of choices I made of the event that was super important that got me the games.
Nice. And any shout outs before we get started?
I want to shout out my friends, Devin, Rolando, you,
Appreciate you.
Eddie, Johnny. There's been a lot of people I play test with that helps me reshape the deck because the Houston regional before this one I went X3 the first 3 rounds. It was a bloodbath. I sucked. But we made the adjustments, so it was really cool.
Nice. So let's go and get started.
All right, so
Before we continue with this video, make sure you guys check out my new sponsor, Dank Ritual Playmats. They have amazingly beautiful, high quality 2-player cloth mats, which come in various colors. You guys can also get 10% off with coupon code Savage10. Make sure you guys check them out.
very generically, I played 3 Aliber, 3 Fallen of Albaz, 3 of the Despia Tragedy, 1 of the Ad Libitin, and then 1 of the Albion. I do play 1 more quote-unquote Despia card, but it's in the hand traps. The reason why I went on this ratio is because if you're going second, if you open up Branded Opening plus this, it destroys so many boards because they'll try to negate this, or they'll negate the Aliber, and then they'll waste a negate on your Branded Fusion, and then you just go normal summon and you suck up whatever problem cards there are. Or there was one game where I did that and he gammoned me, and I was able to normal summon this and then use their guy, make the Albion, and then just continuing play from there. Also you're playing 3 Allure, spoiler. So overall I think the ratios are right. When I side a lot of the Fallen of Albaz. I side him out usually. Also this guy, he's kind of only there for going first.
And no dramaturg, huh?
No, I don't really like him because he's only good if you draw the ad lib or you draw him instead. But at that point, there's better cards you can play. I just don't like him. It's already 44 cards. And then you play the Edge Imp Chains. You play 3. I was playing 2, but so often you'd go Branded Opening, you'd lose 1. And then you'd still have a Fight for a Package in deck plus a Poly sometimes, and you only have 1 of these, and it just makes it really rough. So I bumped it up to 3. It was much better at 3. 1 Snow, obviously, it's your light target. For the hand traps, I believed in the Droll. Anytime I saw this was game winner. I played against the Predaplant Despia deck. This destroyed him. I played against 60 cards, this destroyed them. I played, Therion, this destroyed them. The Sword Souls, when they go Vessel and you do this and they haven't resolved Moe or Emergence or even Zhizhao yet, it destroys them. So this was the best hand trap. And then the 1 of hand traps, Mercurior, DD Crow, Ash. These are just in here for the cross out targets. Yeah, it was really good. For the spells, generic, 3 Branded Opening, 3 Branded in red, or 3 Branded Fusion, 2 Branded in red, and 1 Branded Lost. I thought about playing a 3rd, but the problem with this is if you're going first and you see this, and you don't see like an Aliber or like a branded opening or brand fusion or see anything, like this is just super dead. You want this to be like your follow-up, but you don't really want to open it. So that's it for the branded spells. 3 crossouts. This is super good. The utility of this card, meaning it, is just like so viable because like Ash, Droll, DD Crow, and sometimes like even in the mirror, like everyone's like still playing like the one of like branded fusion, like Eldritch branded fusion. There was a 60 card Magician's Souls branded fusion deck I was playing, and this like was super clutch against them. And like I have nothing but positive things to say about like maining it. The problem is like when you see like Edge Imp, Fight for Poly, this, and like another Poly, and you're just like, oh, what do you do? You're just kind of screwed. But at that point, it is what it is. I'd rather main it and not see it than need it and not play it. 3 of the Patchwork, self-explanatory. 3 Allures, same thing. 2 Polys, 3 Sue Clunky. The 1 Called By, super good. Like I said, it's just like another crossout. For the traps, I played the 1 Branded Sword for your combo, so if you allure Mercurier, you can dump, you can add the dragon guy, send this to grave, add back the Mercurier, you don't like lose anything. Also against Eldritch, this comes up sometimes because like you can like really push for board if you can get rid of like the Eldritch, through like this effect, because you'll banish the Golden Lord. And then like if you can like prevent like the have the Ash to prevent like the Sanguine for resolving, or like just being able to like do stuff. I didn't do it at the regionals, but I did it playtesting where I used this. I just like banished like some of the useless cards, summoned like 5 of them, threatened like, are you gonna do anything? Because I thought he had like a TT, he didn't do anything, so I went battle and I just swung and he was like trap. I was like, okay, we still run over. We still have like so much damage on board, and he just wasn't able to stop it. You main this just because this card is like insane. It destroys like so many things. In the mirror, especially, like you just resolve this and win. That's it for the main. For the extra deck, I think it's really standard. 3 Albion, 2 Lubellion, 2 Ice Jade, 2 Masquerade, and 2 Chimera with 1 Quaddalus. I have more, but I just want to go over this real quick. So you play 3 because of like standard combo. Sometimes you make it, and like it's your best one that you can send. You play 2 because this is your recycler. It's also really good because you need to dump the Tragedy. 2 Mirror Jade's Mirror Jade. Double Masquerade. When I played like 60 card pile or like Flunderies, if you drop like 2 of these on board, you just like you lock them out essentially, because like
You got 6 turns.
yeah,
Well, not 6
6
moves.
things, yeah, 6 moves, and it's just like they really can't really put out a board that like stops it. Double Chimera, sometimes you use like the first one to like bait out stuff, and then you use the second one on the following turn to like blow them out. 1 Quaddalus is Quaddalus. If you're going first against Unknown, instead of making the Masquerade, you'll make like Ice Jade plus this, just so like if they do out it, they have to deal with the Fallen of Albaz that follows it. The other extra deck ones, I played this just because I thought like if somebody Contact Seed or one of the Seed cards. Also, I wanted another target to send just because this guy can lead to like OTK situations where he can get beefier than like, you know, our problematic, like if it's over like 3,300, what do we do? So we do that, and then the 1 Draco Stapelia. That's it for the extra.
Nice.
Side deck, very standard. I think everyone's playing 3 of these.
You have to.
Yeah. 1 Red Reboot. That's all the traps. For the hand traps, we played 2 Token Collector plus 2 Nibs. This is basically Sword Soul Prevention / like this comes up every once in a while. This is more like situational, but like in either way, like Brandon opening pitching this is like stupid strong. And sometimes if I was playing Sword Soul, the other thing I would do is it lets you like have another body on board for like Chimera essentially. Like it comes up just specifically against like Sword Soul. 2 Dark Ruler. I don't like droplets because like I feel like sending for cost and like you don't really have, outside of like the edge imp, there isn't really anything you want to send to graveyard from your hand that like really pluses you. Maybe a snow. So I'd rather just Dark Ruler. Sometimes, especially against like some Sword Soul boards, because you're playing Despia, they don't side in back row hate. They'll just keep the 1 black out, or they'll just sometimes like if they power Desires, or if like you can already out it, and then you just drop this, they really can't out it. Same thing with like Flunries. I never played it, but just if you activate this, it's really hard, especially if you have like the Twin Twisters. If you out the continuous spell, they can't really play from there, and then on top of it, their only real out is the quick play spell that like tributes them. But at that point, you're just like, you're gaining so much advantage from it that it's just like, it is what it is. But that's why we like Twin Twister.
Nice. So you said it was a 44 card main deck, correct?
Yeah, it's 44 cards in the main.
Nice. Any changes you would make moving forward?
This is really situational. The 2 Mystic Minds, I feel like I'd rather them be like evenlies, but like there's been so many boards, like especially like Therion, like there was like a game, it was like in the later rounds, if I just saw the Dark Ruler and I went Dark Ruler plus this, I won the game because he paid 600 off the Punk engine. And so I was just like, oh my god, like we just win from there. But I think I'm gonna move these to evenly just for more like board like destruction, or not destruction, but removal. The other thing I'm gonna do is, I don't think anyone's playing the C card, so we're gonna cut this, and people are playing more Dragon Links, so we're gonna put this in so we can set the Fallen of Albaz. They can't respond to a setting of a card, and then we just contact fuse their entire board. You make this, and then you can basically, through this, just threaten lethal by itself. But yeah, that's gonna be like the big changes to the deck that we're gonna make. As far as the main deck goes, I thought about playing the kit, but then you go up to like 45 cards. I thought about cutting like the branded sword to make it like for the kit, but I'd rather, my problem with kit is like, I feel like, yeah, it gets you like the branded red, but then you have the same issue. Sometimes you have like the Aliber, which is like you have like a dark on board that unless you like either A, resolve a polymerization, draw the Fright Fur package, or send an Edge Chain, it's just stuck there on board, and it could be like something better, and you can't brand it and red it back either, and you can't like on top of it, like I don't think you can banishment return it either. So I'd rather not play it. I like the deck as is.
Nice, man. Well, sounds good, bro. Thank you so much for doing this profile with us, and man, we'll see you in Chicago.
All right, y'all be safe.